Pokémon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are some of the best Pokémon games ever released. They are the remakes of my personal favorite generation, packed to the brim with content. Pokémon will follow behind the player, there are 2 regions to explore, and the Battle Frontier added to the already outstanding post-game. This game contains so much in such a little package and set an unbelievably high bar that most people would agree hasn't been met since. However, I'm not here to talk about how great of a game Pokémon Heart Gold or Soul Silver may be. I'm here to determine how well its achievement list is implemented within the game. This is the Retro Achievement List review of Pokémon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Pokémon Heart Gold and Soul Silver have 138 achievements, and as with most games, this list starts out with progression achievements, being awarded to the player for completion of major story events. This starts out with The Wind Wasn't With Him, being awarded for beating the first gym leader, Faulkner. This continues on with the other 7 gym leaders of the region, until the achievement Final Battle, or is it, awarded for defeating the Elite Four and entering the Hall of Fame. Of course, being a remake of Generation 2, the player also gets to explore the entirety of the Kanto region, with achievements following the player's journey in obtaining all badges and entering the Elite Four once again. This awards the Rise of a New Champion achievement, among all the individual achievements for each gym. To finish everything off, the final major battle of the game awards the last progression achievement for the main story, Battle at the Snowy Peak for defeating Red. These achievements are great, allowing players to track progress through the game and awards them for the biggest battles they will face. However, these aren't amazing. They're expected and are the most reasonable places for an achievement to be awarded. What is amazing are the challenges that the achievement developers place with each gym battle. Pokémon is definitely not the most difficult game on the market, requiring basic knowledge of the rock paper scissors formula and can easily be swept through if enough time is dedicated leveling up Pokémon early on in the game. So, to impose a challenge on the player, the developers created an achievement for each gym leader with restrictions. These restrictions include playing on set mode rather than shift, not using any super effective attacks, and not exceeding a certain level, which changes depending on the difficulty of the gym leader. These prevent the player from over-leveling early on and sweeping through the game. It is a proper challenge and a fantastic example on how achievements can facilitate a certain type of gameplay to truly challenge a player. After the gym leaders and Elite Four, this achievement list pushes the player into trying out the side activities, which have some major additions and upgrades within Generation 4. This is where the list starts to emulate the idea of what it means to play Pokémon. Don't get me wrong, it isn't a bad thing. However, these achievements are awarded for completion of a ton of challenges Game Freak included in the game. For example, within the Battle Frontier. Players are expected to earn their silver and gold print for the Battle Tower, Battle Factory, Battle Hall, Battle Castle, and Battle Arcade. This takes a decent bit of time, requiring the player to complete 170 battles in total, most of which consecutively. As a matter of fact, Johto's Battle Royale is awarded to the player for winning 100 battles consecutively in just the Battle Tower. Now, the achievements make sense, being rewarded in conjunction with the rewards given out by Game Freak, so it's hard to pick out these achievements as poorly implemented. Another major section of this achievement list is the Pokéathlon. These are a collection of little mini-games, a bit more fleshed out than the Contest Hall in Generation 4 of Pokémon. These achievements required a player to earn all of the crowns and special trophies in the Pokéathlon Dome. And lastly, the gym battle rematches. The player has to register each of the gym leaders' phone numbers and battle them again in the Fighting Dojo. The leaders have to be found in specific times of the week in order to obtain their phone number, and then battled individually, one by one. Except for the achievement Ultimate Pokérush, where the player has to defeat all 16 gym leaders without ever leaving the building. Continuing on with this completionist approach, the player has to obtain a slew of items and battle every single trainer. The player must obtain every incense, all colored flutes, every TM in the overworld, all hidden items in both Kanto and Johto, all visible items in Kanto and Johto, and battle all trainers in Johto and Kanto. If this seems like a lot to go for, it's because it is. And this isn't even the end. Players also have to obtain one of each of the accessories and backdrops, have all 77 seals in the seal case at once, have each of the 43 berries in the bag at once, and, of course, obtain every single Pokemon available in both the regional and national Pokedex. In order to complete this game's achievement list, the player has to complete everything this game has to offer. Pokémon is a series that promotes completionism. The tagline, "Gotta catch 'em all," is a perfect example. However, I don't think the achievement list had to follow the same ideology. I understand that the game has so much that many people miss out on because of the amount of content present. However, I also believe that achievements should guide a player into finding these things and trying them out for themselves. If the game is captivating enough itself, which this one definitely is, all the achievement developers really needed to do is push the players in the right direction, and they will have completed what it is they wanted to try out. A great example of how to do this would be with the Milk Tank Veterinarian achievement. Instead of requiring the player to completely heal the milk tank, make the requirement to give a single berry to the milk tank. This demonstrates how the player is able to help it out and sparks interest in something that is not required for game completion. Naturally, people will go out of their way to finish off this quest, and they will get to see what comes of it based on the guidance of the achievement itself. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are some of my favorite games of all time, and I believe that, for the most part, the achievement list complements the game style Pokemon promotes. However, it may have been pushed a little too far, rewarding completion over guiding the player's exploration for themselves. With all that said, I give the implementation of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver's achievement list a 7 out of 10.